Hello, my friends. Tacoma Comics here. Taking a little break from schoolwork. It's kind of driving me crazy. My school district is a one-to-one iPad district, which is great. The kids have iPads, and almost all of them have Wi-Fi at home or are getting hooked up to free Wi-Fi. So we are actually able to teach uh, full time at home all the way through. But it presents a challenge because I teach robotics and they don't have robots at home. So I have to kind of redo everything that I have done. And that's difficult, you know. So it's fun, it's challenging, and I think any good teacher wants to connect with their students. But it's presenting a challenge. My brain is fried, so I'm taking a break. And I just started scrolling through eBay, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go live. Hey. Omega Man D&D seemed to go well. My son got some chest pains through it, so he left. My older son, but the older good. Discovery Bay, good to see you, my friend. Been watching your show a little bit more now that I'm home during the day. But what I wanted to talk about today was a little bit of spec, some personal spec, specifically on the Mandalorian. Not the Mandalorian, sorry. I just looked up at a tab that said the Mandalorian. I specifically wanted to look at some spec that had to not do with the Mandalorian, but that had to do with other Star Wars characters. So the news leaked about a week ago that Ahsoka Tano was going to be in. Hey, Kavi. Ahsoka Tano was going to be in season 2 of The Mandalorian. And, she could appear almost anywhere. There's been a couple of characters that we didn't see. I don't think she's the one that everybody thought was Boba Fett, though that would be kind of cool. There's a couple of characters she could be in. There's certainly room for new characters. So right off the bat, right, eBay went crazy for Clone Wars #1, which I should have pulled that out too. I feel dumb that I didn't now. eBay went crazy for Clone Wars #1. Let's go ahead and take a look at eBay for a second. There we go. So here we are taking a look at my screen. Hopefully you can all see my screen. And I hate this purchase. Clone Wars #1. I own a copy, and it had a little problem with it. So I got this one here. I mean, mine was probably 9496, but it's raw. I don't want to get it. So I purchased this one here, right? And it cost me 154 after shipping and stuff, taxes and whatnot. I'm pretty much planning. He says very good, but I mean, I looked at the pictures. It looks really, really nice. I'm planning on flipping this right off the bat since I already own one. And then I thought, it's risky spending $150. I don't have $150 to spend all the time on comics. So I went and started looking at what is first appearance of General Grievous right there, the Clone Wars Adventures Free Comic Book Day one. I said, what is the next likely spec that's going to heat up a little bit? And in my mind, it's going to be the other characters that are closely associated with Ahsoka Tano. And you might see some guys from Clone Wars like Cad Bane and other stuff, but I'm pretty sure we're looking at Kanan, Sabine, and Ezra from Star Wars Rebels. So I started purchasing, and $3 I got the blank variant for #1. Another $6 I got a second printing, or not a second printing, but a variant to #1. First printing of #1 for $2, $6 total after shipping. I got another #6 here, a variant for #1. You can look at these prices; they're all pretty cheap. So I either spent like $50. It's going to be a total waste, or I made a really, really good deal. And I'm getting something really good. And let me come back to StreamYard and show you what I'm talking about. This is Kanan #1. This is the second print. The second print has this black background, Mark Brooks cover, really nice. And the very first page of this has that's the introduction page. Very second page of this has a cameo of all those characters. There's Chopper is the robot, Sabine right here by my pinky, Kanan, Zeb, Ezra down there, and Hera is the pilot. And that's all you see of any of them. So that's considered their cameo. It's a one-page cameo. They don't do much. But then if you go ahead and get to issue 6, in issue 6, you do have a full page spread of all those characters, and then they're integral to the entire story. So this would be the first full appearance, number 6, and this would be the first cameo. And I was lucky to find a bunch of 6s at my LCS for cover price, plus all those ones that you just saw I ordered on eBay. They are becoming rarer now, which I don't know if I just got all of them, but they are becoming rarer. So if we go back and I share my screen again, Chrome tab, eBay, share, let's go ahead and look for Kanan the Last Padawan. And here's what I noticed that was really interesting, right? Here's a listing for 6. It is now $30. Here's a listing for the full set, -1 and 6. Here is, this guy looks like he's listing all these. These are individuals, and you click on the listing. Most of these are missing and already sold out. Here is probably the best deal that's left, and this is $7.49 plus $4 shipping for number 1. Number 1 second print cover, the one I just showed you, $5. Here's number 2, number 7, number 3 and 4, number 2, number 9, number 2. I like the Rebels variants. Number 3, this guy has a full run, including 2 number 1s and 2 reprints of number 1s, but he's charging $20 shipping for 14 comics. Seems a little overdone. I could be wrong. I don't know. But then as you scroll through, you're not going to find a lot. And if I put in Kanan the Last Padawan 1, you still find there's that guy that is selling individuals. Here's that $7.49, $4.95. This is number 7, number 3. So you're not finding a lot of number 1s. Here's a CGC at $90. And then this guy is selling the blank variants that I got for $3 for $24.99, which is a little crazy. Here's number 1 for $6 plus $5 shipping. You get the idea, right? It's getting a little crazy out there. And so I think that, you can still get some good deals. Kavi says he tried to chase a copy too, but it got too expensive for Modern Book for me. Yeah, I mean, 200 is a going rate. You can easily see him for 250 and up now. So like I said, I'm hoping to flip that one for 200. Hopefully I'll get it in the mail and be able to post it before the fervor dies down and everybody's on to the next big thing. But I think Sabine is, first of all, a great character, and I can't wait to see her. And obviously, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I love, excuse me, trying to throw something in the garbage can. I love all the properties almost. But this is a great series. If you haven't read it, and I see Gavi says he hasn't read it yet, I highly suggest you get on it. Absolutely great series. Absolute something that you want to pick up and trade and read. It's just a really fun read. Kanan is, you find out his name is actually Caleb Doom, which Darth Maul reveals in season 3 of Rebels, I think. But it's a fun read, a really great comic. And while we're talking about the spec, I think this is the spec that people looking at. Wouldn't it be great if the demolitions expert Sabine was actually this character, kind of the Mandalorian, I don't know what you want to call her, the weapons maker, the armor maker, the armicist. I'm not sure, but it could be. And I got that spec from JLS Comics this morning. Did a little video on Ahsoka that dropped, and said that it's possible this is Sabine. So a lot of great information about the history of Ahsoka in that video, if you're interested. So yeah, I am really trying to spec on this. I'm not a big speculator. I mean, I'll flip stuff if I find something super cheap that is that I know is worth more. You buy it and sell it. But speculation is more like guessing something that you can buy super cheap is going to be expensive. And I don't play that game a lot because it's expensive to start. I don't have that much knowledge. But this is something I felt pretty comfortable in. It's a character I love, so if I'm stuck with a bunch of them, I got my multiple Comic Monday posts, and I'm pretty happy to go there. Let's see what Omega Comics says. He's got the 2 copies of the 1 in 25 variant for $10 when they came out. You talking about Kanan #1 or Clone Wars #1? Let us know specifically, Omega, of issue 1. I assume you're talking about Kanan, and yeah, that's pretty cool. I've got some of the variants coming in. I don't know which ones are which, but yeah, pretty excited for that. Pretty excited for. Oh no! I left all my new comics upstairs because I'm still reading them. I don't want to run upstairs and leave you all. I got the hardcover for House of X Powers of 10, which is pretty cool because it seems like it combines them. It doesn't just go, here's an issue of House, here's an issue of Power. It seems like they're combined because I read, okay, Kanan, thank you. I read one of them, a couple of the comics, didn't read all 12, and I don't think that what I'm reading right now in the hardcover is in the same order. I could be wrong. Oh, and I got my dye. I thought you guys all thought I was stripping, right? I got my dye t-shirt. They're supposed to come out in January, but Image shipped it to my LCS. Got it yesterday, just in time before they closed down. So I'm excited about that. More excitement. I got this Amazon delivery of top loaders. Ah! Seriously, guys. There's not a lot of excitement going on here right now. Top loaders and t-shirts is about where we're at. And yeah, so if you can find, go to your LCS, and if you can find The Last Padawan for cheap, I suggest picking it up. You know, it's a speculation, and I'm not much of a speculator, but this is a character that I love. Star Wars is a universe that's not going away, and so you can't be too far off for that. Yeah, so Weapon X, by the way, I think you bought something from me. I shipped it out 2 days ago. Weapon X, you should have it today or tomorrow. If you bought something from me, is you or Universe X, or I don't know, man. I'm getting confused and tired. But I think if you bought something from me, I shipped it out to you. Let's put it that way. Let me show you one other thing I got. It was pretty cool. I picked this up for my LCS yesterday. I got it for he had 25 listed. I got it for 20. It's in nice condition, except there are a few small ticks. I mean, they're right there behind that white like swipe. Not bad. But I was just trying to help out the LCS, you know. So I bought the hardcover House of X. What's up, White Dog? Did I wipe it down? Yeah, it's absolutely as clean as can be. It's funny. Yeah, so I got that. I'm trying to help the LCS out, and I could see that they were thankful because I dropped a lot of money yesterday on the T-shirt, the hardcover, and I got the Death of Robin, Batman 428. They had that in back issues, and plus the Mr. Sinister. But the LCS that I was at on the weekend, I managed to pick this up again. This one is a little crinkly. This one's in really nice condition. This is the same place I got those 3 copies of Kanan #6. And so I got these at cover price. He just had them there and didn't know, or hadn't gotten around to them. So, you know, his loss, my gain, but he still made money on it, and I still will make money on those. So I'm pretty happy. If you're not familiar with, #1 is just the first book, and it holds a lot of value because I guess this was one of the more popular Dark Horse offerings. But #9 is the first appearance of Darth Revan, and that's a big character that I guess was mentioned somewhere, is doing something somehow. Not exactly sure, but that's like a $30-40 book, which makes me happy. Yeah. And that's about the shape of things here, guys. Not much else to report, not much else going on. Just wanted to do a quick video while I'm avoiding work. Hope everybody's doing okay. And just making it through the day the best they can. JB, I don't know if you're still here, but you got any shows coming up? I don't see anything scheduled for today. Anybody else got anything going on? I know you probably put in the comment like 5 minutes ago, and it's just taking time to get there. Well, if not, man, I'm gonna let you all go. It was good seeing you, good talking, and thanks for stopping by. And let us know in the comments if you've got any sort of speculation for a big character coming up. Not one that's already been mentioned, but something that you're like, you guys don't know this, but I know this, and I hope I'm right, or I just spent a lot of money. So let us know, and I'll talk to everybody later, man. Take care.